Okay, I think we can begin now. I don't want us to wait for people who may or may not join. So, as I've said on Wednesday, that today we're going to talk about referencing. I don't know if you have a piece of paper or you will be typing as I'm busy, but yeah, I hope you will catch it. You'll make notes. You can download this. I'll use two reference guides. So I'll use this one, which is APA reference guide, and then I'll use this one, which is Harvard, just to show examples or just to give examples of these referencing. So they are very easy. You can go on the internet, on Google, type APA guide or type a Harvard referencing guide, and then you will see there will be many options there, and then you will just have to choose the one that is simpler to you, the one in which you see that this one might help me. This one I will easily understand it. Okay. So today is our session, which is dedicated for referencing, similar to how I did the other one, which was dedicated to indigenous knowledge systems. So as I said that, Dr. Nene said that the system picked up referencing very quickly, so you will not cheat. So it's very bad to write an essay and then you get caught, or because you plagiarize a paragraph and then you get 0. Okay, so it's very bad. There's things like Turnitin, where you put your assignment to see how you have plagiarized, where the similarities are. They are very good at picking up. They can even tell you the source which you used to copy whatever you copied. Okay. Okay, Snalo, I see your hand is up. Snalo.
What's the difference between the APA and Harvard referencing? Which one is standard?
Okay, what is the difference between APA and Harvard? Okay, I'm going to show you the difference now. Okay. Are you the only Snalo here? Is Snalo the only one?
Yes.
Okay, it seems, yeah, as if it's only you. Okay. Okay. Anyway, let us continue. There is this case where here in South Africa, the South African government in the Eastern Cape government withdraws plagiarized strategic documents staff facing disciplinary action. So what happened in the Eastern Cape is that an official within the government in the Eastern Cape, so the provincial government of the Eastern Cape, they plagiarized a provincial digital transformation framework and strategy plan. They took it straight from Australia. So I guess the person who was given a duty to come up with a strategy, that person, he or she just went to Google and just copied an Australian strategy plan. So Google, whatever is on Google, whatever is on internet, it has been recorded. So obviously, it will be picked up by the system. So if you plagiarized it, the system will show that you have plagiarized this, and from where. Okay, so this plagiarism, is a violation of property rights. It's a violation of property rights. So it's an intellectual property. So similar as stealing, you've just stealed something. Okay? Why is referencing important? Your assignments are meant to draw on the work of others, and correct referencing is expected. Understanding the reasons for referencing and acquiring the skills to correct reference your writing are vital for success in your written assignment at schools, university, TAFE, and even work. Exactly, work, similar as to what happened in the Eastern Cape government. There are several reasons for referencing: to show that you have read, to show what you have read, to enable the reader to locate the sources mentioned in your paper, to acknowledge your sources and avoid plagiarism. So, referencing allows you to acknowledge the contribution of other writers and researchers in your work. Any university assignment that draws on the ideas, words, or research of other writers must contain citations. Okay, I'm going to show you citations. Referencing is also a way to give credit to the writers from whom you have borrowed words and ideas. By citing the work of a particular scholar, you acknowledge you acknowledge and respect the intellectual property rights of that researcher. Referencing is a way to provide evidence to support the assertions and claim in your own in your own assignment. Remember, when we talk about culture, you did not do research on culture. You have not published any work on culture. So you must provide evidence that I took these definitions of culture from this source. Okay, because we have not done a research on culture, you have not published it, you did not do and gather a primary evidence on and use primary sources in order to get your information. So you have to reference, where did you get this information? Okay. So referencing is a way to provide evidence to support the assertions and claim in your own assignment. References should always be accurate, allowing your reader to trace the sources of information you have used. Remember, when someone is reading your assignment, and then you said that maybe you quoted Julian Cobbing and put that in-text reference, and then at the bottom of the page you put your bibliography or reference list, that person can trace Julian Cobbing and even go to the page and see if whatever you say it is it really is. Okay, so references should be accurate. What kind of information do I need to reference? Any words, ideas, or information taken from any source requires a reference. For example, books, you reference books. Journal articles, of course, you reference journal articles. Newspapers and magazines, pamphlet, brochures, film, documentaries, television program, advertisement, website, or electronic resources. Letters, email, online discussion forums, personal interviews, and then when it comes to lectures or tutors, you can acknowledge if the lecturer or tutor says that yes, you can acknowledge my words. But most times lecturers and tutors, they don't give the information of their own. They read something and then they give that information. So whatever is on the lecture slides, it's not their work. They've taken that work from someone else. So they've done research. So most times lecturers will say that don't reference me, reference the book that I use. Okay. So this one is very important to know or to ask from the lecture if you can reference their lecture notes or what they are saying, because it happened that it's not their original work. They taken this information from a book, from an article, or wherever. So they will always say that reference that book, don't reference me. Because if you put what I'm telling you as a lecture, you put it, and then you reference me, the internet already knows that this has been published by so and so, which is not the lecture. Okay. As I've said that I'm going to start with APA. Okay, I know I have noted your questions now. What is the difference between APA and Harvard? There is the difference, but the difference is very little. It's very small. So, when it comes to referencing, you have to be a perfectionist. You have to pay careful attention to detail, because a comma is supposed to be in the place of a comma. A full stop is supposed to be in the place of a full stop. So everything needs to be where it is. Okay. So it's the little details, comma, brackets, open bracket. That is the difference between APA and Harvard. Okay. So I'm going to show you now APA referencing. So if you're referencing a book from APA with a single author, so the first thing you write in a reference list, okay, is you give the person's surname. Okay, so if it is me, for instance, you are referencing my work that I have published. You are going to start with my surname, and then you put a comma. I just want to demonstrate for you what I'm talking about. So if you're referencing Tembela, the first thing you write is and then you put a comma, and then the initial, which is T, and then full stop. That is APA. And then you open brackets, you put the year of the publication of the book. Let's say 2018, you close the brackets. And on APA, you must notice the full stop. So after the T here, I put a full stop. That is APA, and then I open a bracket. After the bracket on APA, you put another full stop again. Okay, and then space, you give the title of the book. Let's say the title of the book is traditional court spill. So you put the title, and then after the title, it's a full stop. Okay, you put it on italics, and then after the title of the book or of the article or whatever, after the title, you put a full stop there. On Harvard, you notice that it's not a full stop. It's a comma, but on APA, it's a full stop. So I've used APA for a very long time. Okay, I've used also a Harvard and footnote, but most times in my school we are required to use APA, and also I find APA easy. Both APA and Harvard are similar, but I've used APA the most. So after the full stop, after the title, you put a full stop, and after the full stop, you put a place of publication. Let's say Cape Town. Or if you want to put a country, it's up to you. Place of publication, Washington. Place of publication, London. Place of publication, New York. Place of publication, Hong Kong. It doesn't matter, Berlin, whatever. If you want to put a country, you can, if you want to. Comma and say South Africa. Okay, but most time I don't. So it's up to you this part where you put the country or not. So you can just say New York, you can just say Washington, you can just say London, and then you put this side before you put your publisher, and then you put your publisher, Oxford University, press full stop. Okay, so it's the same name first, comma, initial, full stop, open brackets, year, full stop, title, full stop, place of application, full stop. Oh, a title, a place of publication, not a full stop, an apostrophe, and then you put your publisher, and then full stop. Snalo, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay. We are Landela. Do you still follow?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, when you are lost, you must just say that now I'm getting lost, because this thing, there's a lot of details. Full stop, paragraph, full stop, full stop, comma, full stop. So when you are getting lost, just stop there and ask me a question if you have to.
Okay, I have a question right now.
Okay.
Um, do you
What is the
have to
question?
do it like that, or you can just, you see, on Microsoft or Word document, there's that forum Pezulu. So it's written referencing, and you can choose Harvard or you can choose APA. Can you use that also, or do you have to do it like this?
Okay, I have never. So I will not. You know, I will not comment on that one. I've never used that one. I've always used this one. You know.
Mm.
So is this what you're talking about?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I will not lie to you. I have never used. Know how accurate it is, but I just know how to do it myself. Okay, have to use it.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Have you used that one when
Yes, but only in high school. I've never used it in university because I
only
didn't know
in
how to. Sorry.
only in university, only in high school again?
No, I mean I'm doing my first year this year. So in first
Okay.
semester um I only had multiple choice assignments. This semester now I
Mm,
have written assignments. So I didn't know how to reference because I only learned referencing in high school. I didn't know how to reference in university.
okay. Okay. Now, okay. This session is for you. So, as I'm saying that this part, I will not lie to you. I have never used it. I've always taught myself how to reference it on my own. Okay, so that I can just reference without needing or because these things, there's always complications. Okay? So this is how you reference a book with a single author. And then there is something called Intex Referencing. Okay, so on the Intex Referencing, I'm going to show you an example of this. Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm going to show you an example of how I will Intex reference this. This is the single author, Frank von Hippel. Okay, I've paraphrased his paragraph in page 12. So when you Intex reference, this means that this is the reference part where you put in the middle of the sentences. Okay. Of course, there is a reference list where you put your references. Yeah? But even in the middle of your sentences, there should be in-text references to show that this sentence I've taken from this guy's book or this guy's article published on 2013, page 26. In the middle, that is why it's called in-text. It's between paragraphs, between sentences. Okay. So you can see they are different in-text reference I've used here. This one is a single author. This one is two authors. So when you read this sentence, according to the US, the elimination of these vulnerable material or downgrading the highly enriched uranium to low enriched uranium ensures greater security. So this information I'm showing you that I've taken from this guy's book, these two guys' book. It's Lukianova and Hansel. They published the book in 2008. It's 2016. So if I can just type this on internet, it will tell me the book, and then go to page 16. You will see this. Okay. So I don't want to lose you. You were here. So I want to show you how you in-text reference, because I've just shown you referencing a book with a single author. Now we are going to in-text. When you in-text, it's very easy. In-texting is very easy. Okay. So on your in-text, what you do is you open a bracket, you put a surname. Okay. You put a here in this reference, here you put a comma, you put a year of publication, which is 2018. You close, you put a full stop. Can you see? Oh,
Yes,
Snalo.
yes, I can see. Mm.
Okay. Can you follow?
Yes, but I have a question. When you take the sentence from maybe a book or any other article, do you take the sentence exactly as it is, or do you change it into your own words?
Okay. There's something called paraphrasing and direct. So let me show you paraphrasing. Okay. I'm going to show you paraphrasing now. When you took something, when you took someone's information, but you do not put exactly in their own words, you put it in your own words. And then I'm going to show you how you in-text reference that. So we're going to use this guy. Okay. On page 12, I'm going to take this sentence. He says that South Africa produced HEU as part of its nuclear weapons program, but since it signed the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty as a non-weapon state in 1991, the peaceful use of that material has been subject to International Atomic Energy Agency monitoring. No other weapon state has produced this. So I want to take this, but I don't want to use exactly those words. So this is how I do it. Okay, South Africa is the only non-nuclear weapon state that has produced highly enriched uranium. It enriched uranium as part of its nuclear weapons program during the 1960s and 1970s. However, its uranium today is subject to International Atomic Energy Agency. Now, because I want to show that this information above is not mine. Okay, so let me note the page. The page is page 12. Okay. I just want now the surname of the guy. So it's Frank von Hippel. So I will just say Hippel and also look at the year of publication. This is the author. I'm looking for the year of 2016. Okay, there is 2016 there. So this was published in 2016. Okay, so this is how I reference. I put the surname Hippel, comma, I put the year of publication, which is 2016, comma, space, P, meaning for page. I put that P, full stop, and 12, which is the page at which I got this information. Okay, so this is Intex. I did not use exactly these words. If you can read here, you will see that the words are different. The words are very different. Okay, so I've Intex reference at the bottom. I speak as if it is me who's saying this, but I know the information is not mine. So in the end, I Intex reference here. Okay, that is paraphrasing. This is called paraphrasing. You're not directly quoting. So if you look at this, what I've written here, there is no direct quote, meaning I've been paraphrasing the whole chapter here. So I've been paraphrasing in this chapter, but the direct quote is when, for example, I take this as it is. I take the sentences, the paragraph, the whole paragraph as it is. I did not change, not even a thing. So I just put quotation marks. So there's a quotation mark and then there's a quotation mark. This means that I've taken this word to word, word to word. So in the end, I can also paraphrase here. I can also paraphrase. I can also Intex reference this direct quote. It's a direct quote. I did not change a thing. I take it as it is. It's not mine. I've acknowledged by these quotation marks. So now I'm going to Intex reference it. It's Hippel, comma. He published the book in 2016, comma. The page is 12, close the bracket, full stop. So can you see now the difference between paraphrasing and direct quoting?